Alright, hey guys, this is Bros CCG back in the video, and with this video I'm going to be bringing a Kashtira combos and test hand video. And if you want to see the deck profile for this deck, it's going to be in the top right corner. And let's just get started here. So this is going to be a one card combo, pretty simple, but I think it's an essential one for you to know if you're going to be playing this deck. And it's just by using the field spell here. So we're going to use the field spell here to get Unicorn. So really, if you have Unicorn, you can just go straight off that. But if you have the field spell, this is just kind of showing you the extra benefit that you can get here. Through its the field spell's effect. And then here we're going to use Papyrus in order to get another Kashtira monster. And then we can use Fenrir in order to search up Rise Heart. Now we can special summon Rise Heart. And now, okay, now that we have Shangri Era, we're actually able to use Rise Heart's effect in order to banish one card in our deck. So you're going to see by banishing Big Bang, we're actually going to be able to use its effect. So because I banished 3 cards from the top of my opponent's deck, I'm actually able to use Shangri Era's effect, which lets me summon that Xyz's Rise Heart monster. And I can actually use the trap card as well in order to detach one monster from Shangri Era, which will be Unicorn, and special summon it back out. Then here I'm going to get my Rise Heart. Because I actually use Shangri Era's effect, I'm able to avoid actually using an Exceed monster, or actually using like 3 monsters in order to get this out. I can just use 1 card and use to get a Rise Heart, which is a Macrocosmos. And then boom, so now we have a Rise Heart on the field, which is a Macrocosmos. Then we have Shangri Era, which every time I choose to banish something face down, I'm actually able to take away 1 card from my opponent. 1 zone for my opponent. And then here I have Unicorn. It could have been Unicorn or Fenrir. You guys can choose which one you want. I decided to just get Unicorn here. But yeah, when this card declares an attack, or if my opponent activates a monster effect, I can look at my opponent's extra deck, and if I do, banish 1 monster from my face down, which will trigger Shangri Era. But yeah, this is a 1 card combo, essential to know. Let's go to the next one. Alright guys, so this is my second combo, and this is using Unicorn and Papyrus. So you're going to see a lot of this is similar, but then it's going to start to deviate. So as I said before, Unicorn here, use Papyrus' effect. Then I'm going to use Fenrir in order to get my Rise Heart, use Right Heart, so summon Rise Heart, get into my Shangri Era, Rise Heart's effect. Then use Shangri Era, just get rid of 1 card, special summon Fenrir this time instead of Unicorn. Now this time, so here, let me pause it here. I'm actually going to summon Diabolosis in order to use his effect to banish 1 card face down, and because I did that, I can actually banish an extra one, and then with Shangri Era, I'm able to get rid of a monster zone. So I'm going to do that, and then I am going to get rid of another zone because of the extra banish. Okay, let me pause it here. Then I use Kashtira Birth in order to bring back 1 from my grave. Then because I use Shangri-Era's effect, I can actually special summon a Rise Heart from my extra deck without using 3 level 7 monsters. So you can see, not only did I get rid of 3 of my opponent's monster zones, but I have Diabolosis on the field, I have Shangri-Era, and then I have a Macrocosmos in the form of a Rise Heart. So you can see it's a simple 2 card combo. Just adding the extra card lets you get a lot more monster zones just blocked out, and then get your Diabolosis on the field. But yeah, let's go next to the actual test hand. Alright guys, so this is my actual test hand in the video. And here you can see I have 2 triple tactic tasking, which is actually able to do a lot in the deck, but because I'm going first, it's not going to do anything. So you can see even having 2 dead cards in your hand, that you're still able to do a good amount. So here I'm going to just do the usual play that I went through with you guys. Unicorn, then Papyrus. Okay, then I'm going to get out my Rise Heart. Use Terraforming in order to get my actual field spell and search out another Kashtira. Then I'm actually able to get my Scareclaw Kashtira here. Okay. Then I was able to, with Pod Prosperity, I got my Kashtira Birth. Now I can use the Burst effect. So I have it on the board here, but I can use it later on to actually, if I wanted to, just normal summon a Kashtira monster, which I was conflicted on whether or not I should do. But here I got Shangri Era on the field. Use Rise Heart's effect. This is how I showed you guys with the last 2 combos, just being able to use this. Use Big Bang. Now using Scareclaw Kashtira, it actually works really well, just because I'm able to banish Papyrus in order to add Big Bang back into my hand. And now, if things get bad, obviously I'm going to have this set down. This is kind of what I was saying on the deck profile video, is that not only was I able to use its banish effect, but during my opponent's turn, if things get pretty bad, I can just use this to wipe down the entire board, at least the monster zones. Here, Diabolus's effect. Then I could chain Kashtira Rice Heart, and I can use Diabolus's effect again, just because I can banish more. As I already have, because I banished a card, I could banish another one. And then Shangri-Ira blocks out a zone. Then use a Rice Heart's effect again, because this the Mind Hacker, he actually banished another card. That's why it's pretty important the way you time them and the chain, just because you want to make sure that these end up going last, or I guess first, like later in the chain, but first, like in terms of the order that they actually are executed, because then when this effect eventually gets activated again, then you can activate these two effects again, because you're banishing an extra card because of its second effect. And yeah, you can see a pretty decent board here just with a random hand. And triple tactic tasking wasn't able to do much here, but obviously you can see the potential of how much more you'd be able to do if these two cards weren't dead. Alright guys, but if you enjoyed the video and learned some new combos and seen the potential of Kashtira, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.